Dirty Sports Podcast. I said, welcome to the Dirty Sports Podcast with Andy Ruther and Joe Prano. Welcome to the Dirty Sports Podcast.
Welcome to the Dirty Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Andy Ruther, coming to you live from Cincinnati, Ohio, with my co-host from Topanga, California, Joey No Chill Prano.
Hello, Andy.
Good morning.
Morning.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Good.
Great.
Like the comments say, it's lit.
It is lit. Friday morning here. Lit indeed, Andy.
Kids still using that nowadays at all?
No idea. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't see a lot of lit.
I don't.
It's a vibe, Andy.
Yeah, it is. That's a vibe thing now, which, by the way, I've transitioned. I will say I've taken a lot of flack in the past. I feel like I'm pretty hip in the Gen Z lingo, guys, just so you know. Now, saying that definitely made me sound like an old person, but
Yeah. I'm hip. I'm cool.
hey, I'm cool. I say vibes. I do like that phrase, by the way. Like, the vibe thing is real. Things are a vibe.
I mean, also that's just kind of they just kind of repurpose that, like good vibes back in the day. You know, it's good vibes. It's a vibe. It's like, okay, you're saying the same thing.
It's true. I do remember the first time I heard the term slap. It was from Nick D'Alessandro.
Mickey D. He was
I
like,
remember.
these cheese sticks slap.
No,
He muttered it to himself at 2 a.m. as he walked back to your couch.
it was actually on our Texas trip. He was talking about how Don slaps. Which, by the way, that one never took off. No one, everybody stuck with Mickey D's. Nobody ever in the history
No
of
one
the
ever
world.
did Don's.
No one ever called McDonald's Don's.
That was some Michigan shit.
I think that was just a Nicky D original. Shout out to Nicky D,
Don's.
by the way. That was a good one. And by the way, I want to give you an extra shout, Nicky D. You prepared me how to feed toddler girls. Like feeding
Don's
you for
and cheese sticks.
what's that?
Just Don's.
Yeah, Don's, cheese sticks, just like the little snacky things that he liked to munch on. Good preparation for little kids.
I mean, listen, we're now like visiting some of the things that happened during COVID. You know, Aaron Rodgers is out there talking on Pat McAfee show and whatever. But can we all agree, all the things that happened, the Nicky D. Ruther roommate Savage Town situation getting broken up. It's the single worst thing that happened during COVID, right?
Outside of my dad dying, but yeah.
Yeah, sure. But like, you know, one goes out, one comes in is what I'm saying. Like you could have just had your dad could have gone and you could have become your dad for Nicky D. But both of those, you lost your father and your son to COVID.
It's true. And I'm never going to have a son. So, Nick, you're probably not going to hear this, but you were the closest thing to the son that I will probably have ever
You're
had.
the son I never had.
Yeah. I will remember you. Yeah, it was a good run. It was a good little run. And you're right. COVID definitely ended that. So, what could have been? There was a time where I was like, yo, I'm in my parents' house. I'm kind of lonely. Get Nicky D up in here. Let's do some content.
Honestly, I think you should get Nicky D in your current house. We need some dad content. We just need
there's
like,
more. There's
we
more.
need like Ruth or Isla Costco runs.
Oh yeah. No, I got some things. I started a couple months ago and then life got me. I did message, there was a dirtball who messaged me. I'm pulling it up now. He DM'd me and he's moving to Cincinnati. And he was
Wild.
asking where he was asking where to live.
People move to Cincinnati.
Yeah, he's moving here. Loyal dirtball, and I guess he was in Memphis,
Hmm.
and he was asking where to live, and I was basically like, "Hey, man, how old are you? Are you single? Are you looking for nightlife?" And not that I'm like tapped in, but like to give him some sort of recommendations. And he was like, and this doesn't surprise me, right? Because this generation, he's like, I'm 29, single, don't drink. And he has still not followed up with, I have a spare room, want a nanny. I don't even really have a spare room.
Yeah.
That was a fib right there. So I have a basement.
Be like, I have a spare room. Can you nanny? Also, can you edit?
And can you film?
Yeah. Well, Isla can film. Let's just get her some meta glasses. I need Isla Cam. I need 24/7 live streaming Isla Cam.
I want to post because she does actually take pictures. Brittany would kill me. Brittany found a bunch of pictures on her phone the other day that Isla was apparently taking. It was of me falling asleep on the couch, Brittany falling asleep on the couch, like a selfie of herself. We look like parents of the year, just falling asleep with two kids. I mean, it's one of those like you're in asleep for like 2 minutes, and then some of Molly, but like not very flattering photos. And I was like, at the end of the year, she's taken enough of these. We should just do, yeah, I should just do like an Instagram uh, carousel of photos that she took with our phones.
I like it.
Anyway, sports.
Sprots.
We've entered that time of year where
The NFL
we're
is
truthfully, I'm
returning.
saying this not every week. My annoyance level it just grows with the NFL fans and the training camp and the posting highlight videos. And I was arguing with somebody the other day, and then I stopped the argument because I was like, I just can't do this about how much training camp matters. And I said, yeah, I guess it does, but I go, not watching social media videos or saying this guy's going to be great or this guy's going to be poor based on a training. I go, it's practice. It's like basing an entire stand-up routine on something somebody's trying for the first time.
It's also, and I say this every year, you're playing against your team.
Yeah.
They're like,
They know
Jackson
you.
Dart today had 4 fumbles, was sacked 4 times and fumbled. It's like, or did the defense strip sack the quarterback 4 times? You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
how can you come out of it's like all whatever angle you want to take. If you're
Sure.
like the story we're selling our fans is that our offense is broken, we'll post this. If the story we're selling our fans is that we have an elite defense, we'll post this. The only way to come out of like a neutral game is like the offense moved the ball well, but the defense never let them score a touchdown.
Yeah. Well, I saw, what was it? Let's see if I can find it. I saw somebody post something and I liked it because I thought it was funny. And just, again, I scrolled for 2 minutes. I was like, I can't. Somebody posted on Twitter last night. Shout out to everybody that's real excited about an NFL preseason game tonight that's going to turn that thing off. That's going to turn that thing off after 10 minutes because they remember preseason football sucks. So I agreed. I was like, this is true. I mean, just the comments again. It's like everyone's just coming at this dude. And it's just like, well, he's not wrong. He's not wrong about preseason NFL football. I did not watch a single second of the NFL Hall of Fame game.
Yeah.
I get it. Mike Tomlin's on the air. Everybody said he did a great job. Cool. I will see Mike Tomlin on Sunday Night Football when the regular season starts.
Is this ESPN?
This is NBC.
Got it.
And they've made a lot of changes, and I get it. It's now, I love how they kept Jason Garrett, though. But I saw, the new crew there is Tomlin, McCourty, Marie Taylor, and somehow Jason Garrett was kept.
Unbelievable.
I mean, again, I've said this a million times. If there was a face for Cheddar Dick, he would be my poster child.
That he is the Josh Johnson. He's like he's OG Josh Johnson.
Yeah.
He's the original backup quarterback, and you're like, every time he goes in, he sucks. How is he in the league 15 years? He's a coach now? That's insane. He was terrible. Then he's a broadcaster. They're like, but he went to Princeton.
Oh yeah.
They love he went to Princeton.
Everybody loves that he went to Princeton. And he had like one great Thanksgiving game. I think that's his like stat line, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
One
He had
great
like
Cowboys
one great
Thanksgiving game.
He had like one great game when like Aikman was out. He probably lit up some
One great game when Aikman was out, and they had the best team in football at every position.
Yeah. But again, I'm not tuning in for. I don't even know who played last night.
I believe Panthers and Cardinals.
Yeah,
I believe.
you're right. You are correct. I'm not watching that. Same way I'm not watching practice or reps or every. Speaking of Gen Z, the fourth round wide receiver draft pick is him. You're like, cool. I no. In fact, I would make an argument if we're going to talk about this. I would make an argument. Takes on training camp practices might be the worst takes of all time when it comes to NFL. The hot take based off a video you saw is up there for me.
I was on social media for about 3 seconds this morning, and there's a screenshot going around that somebody on ESPN was writing, one of the million ranking the whatever articles, and called Josh Allen the quarterback of the decade. So that's the worst take in NFL.
Yeah, that's a
history,
bad take.
But
That's a bad take. Here's one that I found interesting, though, if we're going to bring up the ranking the quarterbacks. I found this one interesting. I don't know how they did it. I assume it was like some sort of mathematical equation here. And they've been doing this, or at least they did it last year. This is from Yahoo Sports, which apparently still exists. So shout out to Yahoo Sports. Odds makers rank all 32 NFL starting QBs by point spread value. Now listen to this. This is where it's interesting. How much does the point spread move based on all 32's current quarterbacks if they're not starting? I was like, oh, this is kind of a fun one.
it's interesting, but I would imagine, right, that factors in your backup.
Yes, exactly. So this formula is factoring in how good your backup is, how good the supporting cast around that backup is, obviously both on offense and defense. Right? I don't know how they do this. Okay, he says it. Over the summer, I pulled 11 odds makers from 10 different legal sports books and prediction markets across the country.
This.
I do like this too. And I asked them for the difference in point spread if the starting QB and backup, both healthy, were playing at home against a league average team. I then took all 11 different ATS values, averaged them together, and ranked the starting QBs in order from greatest impact to least. Odds makers were granted anonymity to honestly voice their opinion of QBs, whether they were higher or lower. So, I just kind of want to go through a few of these because it's kind of interesting. Who do you think moves the line the most if they're injured? Again, this is right now. This is 2026.
I'm trying to think of somebody who's like absolute trash back. I don't like.
Caleb Williams? That's a tough one because you are factoring in their backups.
Caleb Williams?
It's actually Josh Allen.
Okay, that was going to be a guess, but I also assumed that they had a decent backup and they are a strong team. So I didn't think it would be a super strong team.
Kyle Allen is his backup. So it looks like the Bills are going with the Allens. Little Allen duo
Okay.
here.
Like the old Jacksonville Jaguars wide receiver, greatest wide receiver in the NFL duo.
The
God.
Allen brothers.
Sometimes I
Do
wish
redo.
we just had at names for some of the worst takes in dirty sports history.
So according to this,
That might have been Swingman 9, by the way.
I think it was. I think it's Swingman_9 to be honest. So that spread is the difference is 7.23 points. Again,
Wow.
this is against an average team. So I like we're playing a lot of hypotheticals.
Yeah.
This is the Bills against an average team. That spread moves over 7 points.
I guess that's a factor too. When I said I didn't think it would be somebody on a great team, I guess you have to factor in
Who
that.
they're playing.
Well, also that if your team isn't great, you can't really have a high spread against something like that. What that means is that's probably like they're saying the Bills with Josh Allen is probably like a 9 or 8.5 point favorite against the average team, and they're like a 1 or 2 point favorite against them with a backup.
Exactly. That's what they're saying.
Whereas, I guess, if you have a team that's not ever going to be more than 4 or 5 point favorites, sure, you could go into the negatives, but things don't tend to swing that way like that.
Yeah.
All right, give me more on the list.
Yeah, it's a pretty interesting
Is
list.
it? Are you just moving down the list?
Yeah, number 2, Patrick Mahomes.
Okay.
His backup is Justin Fields currently, 6.32 point difference. Number 3, Matt Stafford. Still we're above 6 points. His backup, Ty Simpson. Number 4, I saw Bill Simmons chimed in because he's, I don't know if you saw, he's ranking Drake May as a top 5 QB, and he was
I saw. Yeah. I listened
chirping
to
a lot
that
about
whole
that. And he's
episode,
like,
actually.
oh, look where else he makes a top 5. Number 4 is Drake May, which again to me says a lot though about the backup. Tommy DeVito's his backup.
Mm-hmm.
Number 5, Lamar Jackson. I was a little surprised by that, to be honest.
Yeah, I guess
Because Tyler Huntley's I would call Tyler Huntley a formidable backup.
right. But I think that's the other thing, and I almost answered him number 1. I talked myself out of it, but I feel like you can still win games with Tyler Huntley. That's been proven.
That's what I'm saying.
But they're also winning those. They've also in the
Those are
past
10-7
gone with that. Like, we're not losing this game. We're gonna win this game 8-7.
Yeah. All right, let's round out the top 10. Number 6, Justin Herbert. His backup is Trey Lance. Number 7 is Dak Prescott. His backup is Sam Howell. Tied for 8th.
And that one is it actually goes up. There's a spread where it goes the other way. We're just doing biggest difference, right?
Yeah. Tied for 8 is Jalen Hurts and Jared Goff. That's kind of interesting. Tanner McKee is Jalen Hurts' backup. Teddy Bridgewater, who's apparently back in the league, is Jared Goff's. Number 10 is Jordan Love. 11, Jaden Daniels. Like this isn't surprising to me. It's like number 12 is Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
So he's not a top 10 because you have
You
those
saw-
weapons and Joe Flacco. So it's just
What
not
happened to the kid that used to back him up? Where'd he go?
Jake Browning. He is now currently Baker Mayfield's backup.
In Tampa Bay.
And Baker's at 16 on this list, so middle of
Okay.
the pack. QBs who do not move the spread the most. I'll do the bottom 5. Starting at number 32. Tua. Spread barely moves with Michael Penix Jr. Tua is currently listed as Atlanta's starter. 31. Your boy, Jacoby Bruscoli is the
Where's
start.
Kirk Cousins these days? Is he still in Atlanta?
No, he's
Whatever.
in Vegas. He
Oh,
is
right, that's right. That's right. He's with Charlie Kirk Cousins.
he's
They-
with
they
Charlie
have
Kirk Cousins.
They have the Charlie Kirk Cousins QB room.
Yeah, and he, by the way, and he is in that bottom 5. He is 4th. 4th last. Third last
is Kirk Cousins penciled in to be their starter this year?
as of right now.
Wow.
This is, but we all know things can, like, we just started preseason, so this is all fluid. This can
Yeah.
change. I think this is whatever they did this week. They took it this week's current depth chart.
Mm-hmm.
So Deshaun Watson is 30, Cousins 29, Cam Ward 28. So those are your bottom five. They don't. Your boy Jackson Dart is right under that with Jameis Winston. The spread would only move 2.45 points with those guys.
They love them some Jameis Winston. And
So
by them, I mean the world.
You know what? It is interesting. Like I'll just pick out a few that QBs we've talked about. Again, Brock Purdy, Mac Jones, 20. It's like they're saying there's not too much value in a Brock Purdy versus a Mac Jones.
Well, that was proven last year a little bit.
Sure.
But also, you talk about Jackson Dart, you talk about Brock Purdy, you talk about guys. I mean, you have veteran starting QBs as your backup.
Yeah, and that definitely factors in, right? You look at all this list. Again, it's like you see the guys at the top who really affect the spread the most. I saw an insane, speaking of the top of the list, I saw an insane Mahomes stat. Here's a great Mahomes stat. I know there's many, but this is one wow. Patrick Mahomes has started more Super Bowl / conference championship games than wild card / divisional road games. He's played in 12 Super Bowl / conference championship games and 9 wild card /
divisional games.
I'm sorry, not round. I meant round.
Right.
9 division, because they've had buys so many times.
Yeah.
That's insane. By the way, that's just an insane stat. That he's played in that many. And by the way, he's a prime example. He's a prime example of this ridiculousness that you see on the internet, where there was one clip again. It comes with my timeline. He's throwing in the back of the offensive lineman's head, and everybody's like, "Is he washed? Is he washed? Did you see that throw he did in practice? He hit the lineman in the head. Is Mahomes washed? I don't know. That injury, man. Is he washed?" So I am now. This is my. Speaking of vibes, my vibe heading into this season is like, I've seen so much Patrick Mahomes disrespect, in my opinion, in the last probably year, 2 years. I hope he lights the league on fire. Truthfully, I don't have a stake in this.
I think Patrick Mahomes is absolutely getting disrespected, but simultaneously, I would say that a Joe Prano, quote unquote, hot take is also being cemented here, which is, so if you don't have peak, young, healthy, unstoppable, no kryptonite, Superman Patrick Mahomes, your team's mediocre. Andy Reid is the greatest coach of all time. We're sure of that, guys. We're sure Andy Reid's the top 5 coach in NFL history.
No one's called
We're sure
him.
of that.
No one's called him the greatest coach of all time. First of all, you're being ridiculous. Secondly, the top 5, I don't think everybody's calling him that. Look, I'm here for that debate. I don't know where I would sit on the Andy Reid ranking all-time coaches. Truthfully, it's for sure an interesting debate. You have some great coaches. I don't know where you put him. Truthfully, but we talk about longevity. There's a longevity factor with him. All the years, all the wins, all the playoff success. Obviously, most of that with Patrick Mahomes. He's done it with 2 different franchises. Look, there is that. I don't know. I mean, that would actually be an interesting discussion. I don't even know where I would put top 5 coaches of all time. Because it's tough, because then you go into like Don Shula, who has the most wins, but we didn't really watch.
Right.
He's obviously a top 5 coach of all time. Where do you put a Chuck Noll? Where do you put some of these guys that were mostly not in our era versus the modern guys? I don't know. But I'm hoping, as a guy who obviously is a fan of Mahomes, I'm hoping he plays great, because this disrespect it blows my mind, truthfully.
I'm with you.
So I don't know, but that is a fun little game that they play with the spread to see these QBs values. I mean, look, dude, it's the talk now. It's the talk. I got my haircut today. Somebody walked right.
It's ranking season.
It is. Somebody walked right into my barber shop and burrow this and burrow that, and I just can't keep my mouth shut. I was like,
you're a guy who you hate the Bengals/Bengals fans so much. You've actually turned on Joe Burrow.
I don't think I've turned on Joe Burrow. Again, I am Joe Burrow is a top 5 quarterback for me. I feel like I'm a realist on these guys. That's all I'm saying. And I look, here's my knocks on Joe Burrow. The main knocks that I've said time and time again. You can't stay on the field. You know, this is year 7, man. Year 7. Like, you're not a spring chicken. You're going to be 30 at the end of this year. Not that that's old, but this is year 7. You can't stay on the field. The last time the Bengals made the playoffs was 4 seasons ago. You've always been surrounded by the best of the best.
They've missed the playoffs the last 3 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, like, all that, and then, again, all the side stuff, you know, I have seen a fair amount of chatter about that go, you know, the Bengals are living off a 2-year run that was 21 and 22. It's 26. That's my knock on him. And also, again, those 2 playoff runs were not him. They just weren't. That's my biggest knock on him.
They weren't him, meaning what?
Meaning the defense led those runs. I'll go to the grave with that one. I'm not saying he played bad. He just played like eh. And every single major stat will back it up.
It's amazing too, right? Like, I mean, I think it's both. It was both, but it was certainly not some Joe Burrow carrying the Bengals situation. But
no,
isn't it amazing that we have this is the NFL fandom in a nutshell. No one ever says that. No one ever talks about Joe Burrow carried by his defense to a Super Bowl.
No one. But Eli
didn't throw a touchdown in a fourth quarter.
Eli hasn't led a fourth quarter touchdown drive in 7 games.
Eli, to this day,
I agree.
Today, the most outstanding postseason of a quarterback in history. Till today. So, the passing yards are going up. Defenses are getting weaker. It's easier to pass. To this day. The most outstanding postseason carried by his defense.
But I'm glad you brought Eli into it, because that's one of my arguments. Again, I would consider myself a guy who likes the history of the game. I saw someone post this the other day, which again brings me to my point. This was a whole Joe Burrow discussion that I was just like perusing through on Twitter. Not enough people criticize Burrow for not being able to close out the end of that Super Bowl. And at 5 drives?
Yeah, but also,
you had 5 drives?
Also, right? The O-line is shit because he insisted on each and every one of the guys on his skill group get paid.
Well, they were on rookie deals then, but still.
Oh, you're saying in the Super Bowl?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
My point is, in the Super Bowl, that's a damning stat again. It's a damning stat for him when you've had 5 drives, you're up 20-16 in the third quarter with 6 minutes to go, and you muster 0 points the rest of the game. Zero. Like I just said, that's the anti-Eli Manning.
Yeah. Eli Manning's like, I have a minute and a half to come back. They're like, you have a quarter and a half. He's like, oh, can I chill until I have a minute and a half to come back?
Can I put on a quarter zip and go
Yeah.
hang out? That's where my and I know we talk about this. Like that's where all of my QB takes are mostly now. Like, what are we doing in the postseasons here? Are you coming from behind? And again, there is nuance to this with defenses letting games, blowing leads or whatever it is. But that's why, to me, by every statistical metric, the Mahomes disrespect is insane because he garners all those stats in the postseason.
Right.
He has them.
Yeah.
So I just don't know what this discussion is. I don't know. It's just we live in a weird age. It's the age where somebody posts a picture and they just write, "Can I say something?" and they say nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Like I even saw one
vague
about
posting.
what's up?
Vague posting.
Yeah, I saw one about Mahomes the other day. And it was a black dude. He's clearly taking a dig. It's a family photo. All Mahomes' kids are Mahomes is half white. He married a white woman. The kids look very white. He's like, "Can I say something?"
Yeah, but he's actually not saying anything at all.
No, but then I saw in the comments
100% chance, blue check, rage bait, making 14 cents on Twitter, fucking.
No, those people don't get paid anymore. That's what I'm saying.
That's why I said 14 cents. He's like, if this thing really pops off, I can get half a Chipotle burrito.
Apparently, people can't get those anymore.
Yeah.
But if you want Chipotle burrito talk, you hop over to the Andy Ruther show. New ep dropped today. I jump into that $20 burrito talk.
Okay.
Which is all bullshit in my opinion. Little teaser. That's just a made up number. Depending on where you live. I'd be curious where, like, in your area.
At participating locations.
Yeah, I'd be curious what a burrito, if you just went up to Chipotle and got a chicken burrito in the Los Angeles, Southern California area, what it would cost. It's not $20. But anyway, you can hear me rant about burritos, which, as we all know, is a very close thing to my heart. I would call myself a burrito lover, a burrito connoisseur, probably team burrito of any Mexican dish, truthfully, if we're going to compare.
Not helmet nachos, though.
I'm sorry, Majid. They didn't make the list.
The line?
I'm a nacho guy, but the helmet ones at a ballpark for $65 just is not my cup of tea. Can we show this video of Mike McDaniel? though.
Oh, I almost sent it to you this morning, and then I see.
Did you see it?
I know Andy Ruther. I almost sent it to you this morning. I was like, he got it. He's got it already. I don't need to send this. He's got it.
There's a lot going on here.
And I was right. And I would have
Yeah.
forgotten about it entirely if you didn't mention it. But I was right. Andy Ruther's got it.
Oh, yeah. The Mike McDaniel press conference, which there's also a lot to be said about the Chargers. I don't know where this is. It looks like they're in a high school with the backdrop. But anyway, Mike McDaniel walking in for, I assume, just some sort of training camp press conference. Let's see what he has to say.
Let's say good and bad. I'm really excited to be here. I'm not excited that I'm completely unprepared for an indoor press conference, as I'm wearing sunglasses inside.
Okay, we'll stop it there, Joe. Start assessing the situation here. He's trying to make a joke that he's wearing sunglasses inside, which he purposely did. He's got his
Capri pants on.
his capri pants on, his bright yellow Charger shoes. And it's tough to see how it shows here, but he's got some jewelry going on here.
He's he's mid ballet pirouette.
So the reporters are like they're just openly
I didn't
talking.
know we were doing this. So weird.
You'll hear some chatter back with the reporters.
You could take them off.
It's California. Don't worry about it.
Oh, prescription.
Yeah.
There you go.
Or no, actually, you know what? My glasses, my transition lenses are failing right now, so I meant to have not sunglasses on.
Well, it's a
But
little Tony Stark thing. So there you go. You're good.
that's exactly what I was going for.
You don't bring a backup pair of regular glasses?
It's kind of cumbersome. I do when I'm prepared. So like I have a nice handoff with normal glasses before I'm, at the Bolt from our wonderful PR team. Joshua. Yeah, today not so much. I am prepared for practice though, which I think is better news. And Ron Burgundy wasn't lying.
Okay. Where do you want to start?
Well, let me just start by saying this, Andy. I feel like in the wide-ranging sports media world, I might be the world's foremost expert on criticizing this situation because I am famously prescription sunglasses inside guy. Because he's absolutely right. It's annoying to carry both. Transition lenses are for pedophiles. They've gotten better. They've gotten better these days. I wouldn't rule out using them entirely, but I'm gonna wear my prescription sunglasses outside, and then I got to carry around my. That's fine. I understand that, which is why I am famously and unapologetically long time sunglasses inside guy. I also don't turn it into the first 6 minutes of my press conference. Like, no one said anything to you about it. Just do the press conference.
Yeah.
No one was like, you don't have regular glasses? He just came in and was like, let's do 2 minutes on this.
The Mike McDaniel, let's just take it back a notch for a second. The Mike McDaniel Harbaugh dynamic, I think, is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Right? They couldn't be more different. And I'm not saying opposites. Look, they say opposites attract, right? I'm not saying opposites can't work here. The khaki pants, buttoned up, straightforward, Harbaugh. Let's run the ball. Let's have a defense. Let's get back to fundamental, coach. And then you have the young, hip, trying to be cool offensive coordinator creating all these fun plays. So look, there's a good chance it can work. We'll see. But Mike McDaniel, to me, it's like this might be his thing, and I know we saw it in Miami. It's you're trying too hard, bro.
And you're trying too hard, and then you can't even own the trying too hard. It's all very cringe. And you know what? Like, to some extent, I'm like, what does it matter? Because he's the offensive coordinator and he's a football guy and whatever. But it's like, if that's the first thing that you're thinking, like, you have this shit on your mind. You are thinking about this shit. You are thinking about your fucking sneakers.
And I agree. You're planning a witty Anchorman Will Ferrell quote. You know what I'm saying? It's not off the cuff. To me, this is a premeditated. Where again, your coach couldn't be more different. He's not planning his outfits. He's got the same exact outfit.
I'll say something right now. We just did this, and this is not because it's my team and because whatever. Because first of all, I think the Chargers are going to be good this year, And I think Mike McDaniels is going to do something nice with their offense. And I think that he's cringe, but like, how much does it really affect him as a coach? Probably, a portion of a percentage point. But John Harbaugh was recently criticized for having nothing prepared, and I am so much more in favor. To me, nothing cringe about it at all.
Yeah.
Just like, hey, yeah, I'm not going to sit around writing fucking cute speeches for first day of July training camp practice. Whereas Mike McDaniel's like, oh, I forgot my glasses. I should probably come in off the top and say some shit. It's the comedian. It's the comedian who roasts their own shirt when they go up on stage. Bro, you wore that shirt.
Yeah.
I know what you're thinking. I work at Trader Joe's. It's like, bro, you picked out a Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah, you wore it.
Not only did you pick out a Hawaiian shirt to wear on stage, you picked out one of your 12 Hawaiian shirts that you have on stage because every time you take the stage, you go, I know what you're thinking. He works at Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
No, that's very true. It is. It's like you're again. You don't have to be all football all the time, guy. I would never say that. But you're just rolling in again.
I know what you're thinking. Nice sneakers, Big Bird. Bro, the equipment guy had 700 colorways of sneakers. You picked the yellow ones. Now you're doing a bit where you roast yourself. I know what you're thinking. What am I, Tony Stark up here?
And look, the same way I said I want Mahomes to do well, I hope he taps into something new with Justin Herbert because we know the raw intangibles are there with Justin Herbert.
As a standalone thing, like this has no effect on how I think the Chargers are going to do, but these things do start to pile up, right? We've also got Justin Herbert and his fiance like making out, running their fingers through each other's hair.
I didn't see that.
Oh, you haven't seen this?
No.
Bro, it's on the practice field.
Really?
They're on the practice field sitting like yin yang.
Oh boy. Bro. Let's pull this bad boy up. Yeah. And I don't know if this is the main one. This one's very short.
No, I think it's just somebody like grabbing a quick shot of like, oh.
Yeah, this isn't good in my opinion. Running their fingers through each other's hair.
Now, obviously, there's a bunch of like.
There's families out there.
There's families out there. It's clearly a thing, but.
Yeah. Well, look, I will be curious to put the Andy Ruther theory to test this year. You know, like the Andy Ruther theory
walks by and sees that. He's like, get a room, guys. Am I right?
Right. The Andy Ruther QB's being married theory.
Hey, there's kids here. All right. Anyway. What do you think of these glasses? Tony Starkish? That's what I was going for.
Oh, you got to love those reporters just kissing his ass, too. Oh gosh, look at that! You look like you remind me of Tony. You remind me of Iron Man. Is he? He's just engaged now, isn't he, Justin Herbert?
Yeah.
And she's like an Instagram model.
Yeah, I think that's. I don't know the ins and outs, but basically, yes.
Oh, she's a singer-songwriter.
I knew this is what I was about to say. I'm like, there's gonna be something about how she has a music career. That's not real, but yeah.
Oh, she's huge. Madison Beer has 39.5 million Instagram followers.
Yes.
She's massive.
Yeah. This is the same thing we did last year when I was. Who's the other chick I brought? I brought up somebody else on this show, and people are like, "Oh, bro, she's a singer," and I was like, oh, "Okay." What's your favorite song?
Yeah. Hmm. Speaking of setting lines, I'll set a line on this marriage. I'm gonna set it 7.5, which is probably generous.
7.5 years?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I feel like that's very generous in this day and age, just like generally.
But again, the Andy Ruther theory of QBs being married perform better. Postseason, especially. Get to the postseason. Look, I don't know what to make. The Chargers are a team that I just am sitting there and I go, I don't know. Again, I would think you have an offensive guy who's known for his prowess, who, in my opinion, should just always be an OC if he's innovative. He's not head coach material. It didn't work out in Miami. You would think maybe this combo again works because they are different.
Well,
The
how
head
about
coach-
this? Let's just keep it real simple. Is Vegas going to be trash?
Yeah,
Bo Nix coming off an injury that happened in the.
I can see that. An old man. Well, I'm just look. Again, we feel it coming. Football is
Football coming.
it's truly right around the corner. Again, I'm not going to get too turned for training camp, but you should get turned because football season is the perfect time. I mean, year round, but it's more of a perfect time. It's more perfect, I should say. To tap into some Miller Lite. Crack open those Miller Lights,
Let's go.
right? What
It's-
is football
it-
season without Miller Lite?
It's amazing.
It's nothing.
It's amazing what Miller Lite does for me as a man. You know what I mean? When you're in the end of NBA playoffs, start of baseball, you're like, Miller Lite. Then you hit the doldrums of summer, and you're like, oh, it's just like baseball, and that's all I got. It's like, oh, at least I got Miller Lite. And then football, and you're like, oh, this Miller Lite hits extra when football is on.
Yeah.
Oh man, I truly cannot wait for the first regular season football game. And just teams on TV, crack a beer, and just a deep exhale into football season, into fall.
We are a little over a month. First game is September 9th, which is a Wednesday. Don't forget. Then you have September 10th, Thursday.
Did you just say never forget September 9th?
Yes, I did. And then we have Sunday games on the 13th. So my point is you have some time to stock up on Miller Lights, guys. So there's no
Oh, yeah.
excuses.
And I have been. I've been stocking up. And I got to say, Miller Lite has really gotten me through summer here. We've got the pool here, and I got a little soft cooler, and I fill it with 6 Miller Lites. It perfectly fits. 6 cans of Miller Lite sandwiching around one of the little cooler blocks. And I take it down to the pool. But I got to say, when football season is here and it's time to hunker down on the couch, I'm looking forward to getting back to Miller Lite bottles. You know I love a bottle.
Yeah.
I'm a Miller Lite bottle guy at home. Drafts, obviously king. But, and listen, if Miller Lite wants to try to figure out how to set me up with a home draft system, I'm here. But obviously a bottle guy, and I can't wait. I've had to go cans all summer because you never know when I'm going to pivot to the pool where no glass is allowed. But just that, I'm picturing it. Just couch, football, second screen, Miller Lite bottle. Kind of giving me goosebumps.
Well, make game day legendary, guys. It's real simple. Just go to MillerLite.com/dirty sports to find delivery options near you. Or you can pick up some Miller Lite pretty much anywhere they sell beer. Game time is Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces. I want to do a quick follow-up on a couple things. Last week we discussed Baker Mayfield's contract issue. Apparently,
He was looking for $50 million.
and they offered him $50 million for two more
Crazy.
years. $100 million for 2 more years, which he turned down, which
That
sounds
is crazy.
that sounds pretty crazy to me.
Sounds crazy.
Yeah.
Now, I'll say one thing. Here's the one thing I will say. Maybe in defense of Baker, but not really. First of all, before I even get into it, let me just say, Baker Mayfield, you're not worth $50 million. You should have taken that money.
Yeah.
But Baker Mayfield has been in the league a while now. He's no spring chicken. He's found a place he likes. I wouldn't be surprised if he was like, I'd really rather 4 for 160 and make $40 million a year. Or what? I don't know what the negotiation. I don't know if he was looking for longer, but I imagine that's the holdup. Having to look for work again in 2 years, and I'll be totally honest with you. If you signed Baker Mayfield for $50 million a year for the next 2 years, I think he would be looking for work in 2 years. I don't see giving Baker Mayfield that kind of money, leaving you the proper amount of money to put together a nice team around him where you're going to do anything of substance to the point where in 2 more years of Baker Mayfield, you're like, yeah, let's re-up. We want to ride with this guy again.
Yeah.
So, even at $30 million a year, it's an extra $20 million if he says, hey, I want my 120 over 4, but I want it guaranteed. I also have no idea what they were offering him in terms of guaranteed money versus not guaranteed money. But Baker Mayfield, as I said when we first reported on this, not reported on it, but weighed in on it, $50 million is too much for Baker Mayfield. So I guess win all around so far.
Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of money to turn down, even if it's just and I'm sure the $100 million wasn't guaranteed, not fully, because these contracts never are. But it's a lot of money, man. You're one of those guys, in my opinion, who's you're not going to play too long. You're your style. You're an injury away from, but whatever. If he wants to do that. Another quick follow up. Obviously, the Tony Romo fallout from his DUI. Now I'm seeing some things from whether it's true or not, but some things from Mike Florio that Jerry Jones, we all know Jerry Jones's weight within the NFL might be a little roadblock with CBS because he's such a Romo guy. And
A roadblock with CBS trying to sideline Romo.
Yeah, he might put pressure to not allow that. I mean, this is a direct quote from Jerry Jones after it happened last week. I love him. I love what he's about. I love his character. Ironically, after he just got a DUI and risked people's life to say that. I love his love of the sport. This is something that he will work through. He is a unique man. His vision was just mesmerizing when he was a player. Yeah, how'd that work out for your team? But he sees things and can articulate it so instantly. He'd walk out under center at our practice and the defense would have 12, yada, yada, yada. That's his skill, basically saying he does that. I'm a big fan of his family, and let me tell you right now, he's as real as it sounds. He feels every downtime. He feels every uptime. Well, I don't know what that means.
He has emotions, I think is what he's saying.
Yeah. That would be Jerry Jones-esque, though, if he does weasel his way in.
I know we're not going to play on CBS a lot this year, but when we do, I want to make sure we're getting that good home cooking from Tony Romo. I love, if there's one thing I love, it's when we play on CBS and Tony Romo is the only man in all of sports that isn't a Cowboy or a Cowboys fan that says Dak Prescott is elite. I love that. I love it. Did I overpay Dak Prescott? Oh, yeah. Big time. Did I overpay him so much that I got to eat McGriddles even though I'm a billionaire? Yes, I did. But Tony Romo is there for me when I get down, and I'm there for Tony Romo when he gets down. And when I'm down is when people try to remind everybody that I'm giving Dak Prescott $81 million a year. And Tony Romo, he'll say, no one's better. No one's more elite. Look at how good. He runs good. He throws good. Underrated. Hasn't played in an NFC Championship game because, well, that's just not what we do here in Dallas. But that's no reflection on Dak Prescott. In fact, I hope one day that Jim Nantz retires and the booth is Tony Romo and Dak Prescott so that they can explain why me giving Baker Mayfield $200 million a year is a smart decision. Yeehaw!
Sounds about right. Definitely sounds about right. So, it looks like this Kawhi Leonard thing is even worse than we thought.
And not getting solved anytime soon?
Yeah. The latest revelation from Pablo Torre and his Pablo Finds Out podcast basically reveal what was he? He was like a unofficial spokesperson, so to speak. He had a hidden multi-million-dollar sponsorship with the Clippers scoreboard maker. I'll play. This is, we're not gonna play all 4 minutes, but this is let's just play a little so we have a basic understanding of what's going on here. And this is new.
Yeah.
This isn't the old stuff with the tree company. Was that what it was?
Aspiration, yeah.
This is new.
Is the approximately $100 million Halo board. It is the double-sided oval-shaped crown jewel of Steve Ballmer's Intuit Dome. You may now recall, how Daktronics' fellow Clippers partner at the time, Aspiration, they got their name out by hiring celebrity spokespeople.
Sure.
Daktronics, by contrast, does not use public-facing celebrity spokespeople or endorsers to promote the brand at all, apparently. And as one former Daktronics employee told us in a text message,
I was told since it's B2B and not a consumer product, it didn't make sense to advertise that way.
they're the worldwide leader, arguably, in Jumbotron manufacturing. But this is where I do need you to know something else. And this is something that I initially heard on the phone from the first high-level source I've been talking to for the last 11 months.
This was talked about.
By the way, this is not
I love
Andrew
this.
Luck. This is not.
Yeah.
This is not the other Nick D'Alessandro who listens to the show who calls in from Michigan.
Well, to be fair, we don't know that either of those statements are true. It
True.
could be. It could be Andrew Luck.
This is an anonymous high-level source.
Now, the way that they're putting this on the screen, it makes it seem as though that they're hiding this person's face and voice, but they could just be hiding their face, and that anonymous high-level source is Andrew Luck.
This is correct.
Just openly within the organization and from people working on the project that Kawhi was a spokesperson for Daktronics. And it was just the biggest thing. It was just openly joked about within people working on the project that knew about this, as it was 1,000% a way to circumvent the salary cap.
And over
Okay, so if you didn't understand anonymous / Andrew Luck, whoever that is, basically, yeah, they knew within the company, Daktronics, again, the scoreboard maker, the giant video screens. It looks like they also did the one in Atlanta. So they're like the top of the line. But they knew that he was just like, this was a way they were paying him.
Well, again, the thing you showed first, which is they don't need. It's a B2B company. They don't
Yeah.
need
They don't need social media.
endorsements. They're not trying to sell their product to anyone.
They don't need to.
So if all of a sudden you're on that board or you work for that company and you're like, why are we giving? We don't do celebrity endorsements, so why are we giving Kawhi Leonard $5 million?
Yeah.
It's not that hard to then go, oh, this is a backdoor deal.
Yeah.
For months of vetting the second high-level Clippers source, a former official, they also independently confirmed something else, which is that this Kawhi deal was not only talked about by fellow higher-ups at the Clippers and Daktronics as a way to circumvent the NBA salary cap.
Quote, I know Kawhi had a sponsorship with Daktronics, unquote.
This second source was also told that Kawhi's Daktronics sponsorship was a multi-million-dollar deal, as my first source separately explained on tape.
People at Daktronics, people within the Clippers organization themselves had told me about this multi-million-dollar deal with Kawhi and Daktronics. They're not a company that you would see a celebrity endorser for, and then it wasn't coming out of their end, that the Clippers were technically kind of funding it, and that it was funneling money from the Clippers through Daktronics back to Kawhi.
You know how many teams?
Okay. So that's enough that we need. I think we don't have to watch the whole video. I mean, seems pretty cut and dry here.
And if you're circumnavigating the cap, there's no not guilty party here because Kawhi has to agree to a lesser deal, and that's obviously in some way communicated to him, which is sign a lesser deal, we'll make up for it in this thing. So the people making the offer are breaking the NBA rules, and the guy accepting the offer are breaking the NBA rules. At this point, we know that. And I don't understand what the NBA holdup is with making a ruling on this. So, is it a matter of, how much evidence do you need? And, because, at this point, we know Kawhi Leonard and the Clippers did a backdoor deal to work around the cap. So why not just punish them for it and, let's move on? I mean, it feels very obvious for the Clippers. Let them move on from Kawhi and, take away draft picks and Kawhi suspended for X amount of games, and if Toronto wants to do that deal, knowing that he's going to be suspended for, I don't know, half the year, I don't know what fair would be if we're being totally honest.
That would be my question. What is the punishment?
A full season?
For doing something like this? I mean, it's blatant cheating.
Yeah.
It truly is. I mean, I'm not trying to be, dramatic here. It's blatant. You're blatantly. The reason the salary cap is in place is to create fairness within the league. You're blatantly cheating.
And the other aspect of it is we talk a lot about how the Dodgers are ruining baseball, which is true to some extent. But again, as I said last episode, it's not their fault.
Yeah.
They're playing within the rules.
Correct.
But the Clippers aren't here. If he wanted to come to the Clippers so bad, you could have done this without doing it so blatantly and obviously. You could do hey man, if you sign here, there are gonna be endorsement opportunities for you. But then to feed endorsement opportunities through companies that have no business doing endorsements and not even having him fulfill the role that he's claimed to be paid for. You couldn't have gone out of your way and just been don't forget, we're paying you $25 million. You got to show up to the Aspiration press conference. You got to do one commercial for Aspiration. You got to go to the Vegas Jumbotron convention and sit in the Daktronic booth for one weekend during the off season.
Yeah, there was nothing.
No.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Also, side note, is Pablo Torre one of like the few sports journalists that's like doing old school
Yes.
journalism that
Yes.
goes out and finds factual information and then just gives you a story and backs it up with all the sources and all the things, and yet social media hates him?
I don't think
The Pablo Torre backlash seems real weird.
I don't think everybody hates him.
Is it just that he keeps pissing off different fan bases because he keeps doing different stories on different things?
I think he's exposing, obviously, a variety of things that people don't want to see that doesn't align with their political or team ideology.
Right. And therefore, you do one for everybody at some point. You have 90% of sports fans hating. Like, Pats fans hate you, Clippers fans hate you, Raptors fans hate you, trans bigots hate you, and on and on and on.
I think, well, what have I seen? And I haven't, obviously I see stuff and I've listened to some of his stuff, and I think any sort of deep dive is.
I just think he does a great show, and he does great reporting through a team of people, and always has evidence and sources.
Well, look,
which is something I feel like we're just missing in journalism in general.
Well, we are, and look, I don't think, again, that people are being ridiculous. The backlash with him, again, he's hitting on a lot of different things, but people don't want to say, they don't want to, and they don't want to trigger. They get triggered because it crosses their team, so to speak, which is bizarre. You're right. It'd be like, by the way, please do one on the Cincinnati Bengals. Can we find something? We probably already know all of it, but I mean, this is a prime example. Like, this stuff it's pretty fascinating. Also, wild that they thought they could blatantly get away with it, and maybe they could if somebody like him doesn't exist.
We would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for that Pablo Torre and that dog of his.
Yeah,
the Meddling Torre podcast.
I mean, look, do I find, do I want to hear Katie Nolan? No. I'll just be honest. Do I want to hear her take on some of this stuff? No.
Agreed.
But to find an investigative journal, like I'm on episode 3 of the Shohei Ohtani, Ipe translator, and it's like, oh, this is kind of interesting. But it's the same thing. I'll see the comments and people are like, so blatantly defending Shohei, Dodgers fans. And I'm like, you guys should listen to this. Now, Ipe has a pretty checkered past. We're into that. We're into on episode 3. I think there's been 4 episodes, so I'm like halfway on episode 3. And I mean, there are some wild things, like the Angels didn't vet him at all. They didn't vet Ipe at all before they hired him as their translator. As in, like, he didn't
from the Angels.
What's up?
Not shocking from the Angels.
Like, he didn't go to, but this is a major you didn't vet. He didn't go to college. He lists his whatever he lists for college, a degree. Like, you didn't vet at all. So there are some red flags. But my point is, I'm enjoying listening to, hey, what really happened here? Not just taking a stance, either Shohei was involved or Shohei wasn't, or he did or didn't do it. Let's actually look at the story here.
Yeah.
Which is what Pablo Torre's doing.
And the thing about it is, in this day and age, it's like, it really isn't as profitable for the time you have to put into these things as the hot take, no effort, no time or money spent on it, but I can garner the same amount of views. So I don't know. I just think there's something that should be applauded about still doing journalism, despite the fact that you're really not getting rewarded for it at all.
Yeah.
You're getting like Pulitzer. I mean, but like, who gives a shit?
Sure.
Like you do, but like the world at large doesn't. Like
Yeah.
the fact that Pablo Torre can have 12 different reporters all working on this story, and that clip right there gets less views than somebody putting together a highlight reel of Cat doing things zesty, and then says like zesty Cat. Like it's,
Now, to be fair, I think it's caught on. I think obviously his show is doing extremely well. I think there's a lot of people, including myself, who are like, "Oh, I'm following you now. I don't have the most free time, but I'm dropping into some of these podcasts. I'm watching some of the videos. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see what you're cooking." So, like, I think there is. I would actually disagree with you. I to an extent. I think there is a thirst of enough people. It might not be as many as the hot take crowd, but there is a thirst of people who are like, "Oh, you're doing a whole thing on this Kawhi thing has taken on a whole life of its own." Again, through numerous bullshit endorsements now. Like, we're like, this isn't just one. Steve Ballmer, billionaire, just blatantly cheating. But the irony is, it didn't help the team.
right.
But it's going to be a bad look and I think we probably both feel the NBA is not going to come down hard enough. I don't know. We'll
It's
see.
probably be. I mean, if they were like, "Hey, we don't have to decide today," but like, where's your head at, Commissioner Prano? I'd be like, 5 years of first rounds for the Clippers and a full year for Kawhi.
I think a full year for Kawhi is fair. Ballmer needs to get, not that it'll really affect him, slapped with
a massive fine.
seven-figure fine, $10 million fine.
Yeah, it might even be
And
maybe
bunch,
even 8-figure fine.
and a bunch of picks, which probably won't affect them because we all know the moves they've made.
Right. Although they do have a streak of 15 consecutive over 500 seasons.
Yes. Forgot about that.
I think that's over anyway.
I hope they have a banner of that.
They do. The company is Bannertronics, which Kawhi is getting paid $400 million.
Do you think Kawhi is fully in the loop on this stuff? I'm being serious. I'm not trying to defend Kawhi, but like, is he fully in the loop? Like, what we're doing is highly illegal. Or is a money guy, an agent, money manager, whatever, being like, let's do this? I'll kind of tell Kawhi, but not really.
I don't know.
And truthfully, that's where I'm at with the Shohei thing, kind of. Even just 2.5 episodes in. It's like, I'm at the, okay, we're starting to see a shady background with his translator. There is a history. Again, we have interviews of people who've known this guy going back to childhood. Did he just fleece? Did he have access to his bank account? Maybe. I don't know.
What do translators and bank account? Where does the translator bank account crossover happen?
It's a good question. I don't know. I'm not there yet. Maybe they'll cover it. Yeah, that to me is the $1 million question. Did you see this video of LaMelo Ball's penthouse?
No. Is this in Minnesota?
Bro. Some mover took a video of his penthouse in Charlotte that was moving him out.
Okay. Moving him out of Charlotte. Okay, so this is Charlotte penthouse.
It's not full, but like, it's not that long a video, but like, this is the space homeboy was living in. We're big on aliens.
It's so funny that when you brought this up, I immediately pictured some sort of like grand like penthouse situation, and I was gonna be like, yeah, well, it's Charlotte, so it's probably $2,500 a month. But we're not talking about any. It's not this grand, gaudy but it's just a
Spencer's.
15-year-old's bedroom if they had all the money in the world.
It's a 15-year-old bedroom if they had 5,000 square feet.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Did you know Spencer's?
Spencer Gifts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's this Twitch streaming area. Bro, this is literally insane.
Big on aliens.
Big on Papa Shot. Can't shoot at all, by the way. Maybe stop shooting on a 4-foot hoop.
I was
Stop
thinking about
practicing all day on a 4-foot hoop.
I mean, it's interesting. Like
it's decorated like a hip dispensary.
Oh yeah.
Like, come in, we got all the. You're like, okay, you guys are definitely overcharging me on this weed. I know that because you have a neon alien in every room.
I wouldn't have suspected this.
This is not what I mean, I guess I should have.
Yeah. I mean,
I guess I was expecting it to go the other way. Like, remember when somebody posted like Tracy McGrady's Houston house? That was like a 40,000 square foot house that he bought for like $1.5 million, something like that. That's what I was expecting. I wasn't expecting, honestly, kind of like a regular old penthouse apartment, but just filled with absolute crap.
yeah. Did you see?
I love the break in case of emergency $10,000 that you left for your movers to move.
Yeah. Just doesn't care.
I'm going to go ahead and replace that with fake money. Screw it back on, deliver to your new house.
I'm gonna help myself to some of this. Did you see this half-court shot during the WNBA game?
No. You got all kinds of stuff for me today.
It's pretty funny.
All I brought to the table was Justin Herbert's having his head stroked by Madison Beers.
This is a good one. Bro, I've watched this one 10 times.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, I did see this.
Oh, Bob! Bob! Are you okay? Oh.
He'd beat the women if he played because men have a biological advantage.
Oh, he wouldn't. He definitely wouldn't.
He wouldn't. I agree.
Let's go through a slow-mo. So he's half court.
Was he like worried about going over half court? Did he just I mean,
Oh, Bob!
Oh, Bob! I mean, look how short this is. Like look how short he is.
it's ridiculous, by the way, if you're Toyota and this thing, you're like, oh, we're gonna give away $10,000, but also don't give it away. This is the Kawhi Leonard salary cap thing of promotional giveaways. Don't forget, at halftime, Toyota's gonna give away $10,000. They find a 60-year-old special needs guy, and he's like, I like basketball. And they're like, okay, you're great. This is perfect. You got shoes that won't scuff the floor, and you have 0% chance of making it. Get on down here.
I mean, this truly, yeah. Well, that's true. Obviously, they are going to pay. Toyota's going to pay whatever fee to have that. I mean, it's almost as bad. I'm going to pull this up. It's almost as bad as this Angel Reese move I saw, and I could not stop laughing. I've watched this one also a million times. This is a classic. I just saw it in the YouTube comment section. It's almost as bad as Angel Reese. We got to show this. Dude, I saw this and I was like, bro, this is not an exaggeration. What I'm about to show you. This is like something when I was coaching third grade boys basketball. Hold on a second. Where's the video?
18 points for her, 11 boards.
Okay. All right. So watch this clip. This is a real short one. Here we go.
Points for her, 11 boards.
Was the shot clock running out? No. 12 seconds left on the shot clock. When she
Bro.
That's
What?
unbelievable.
What are we doing here? And got her own rebound. Again, they always say the padded stats. She got her own rebound. Good for her.
This is like when you played He Who Shall Not Be Named in one-on-one.
Oh, yeah. Or Goldberg.
Yeah.
I mean, truthfully.
Must be nice to bully Angel Reese. She had a brain injury.
Like, I'm not exaggerating. I'm not exaggerating when, like, I, like, picked Isla up the other day. She's, like, trying to make a pop-a shot. So I, like, pick her up real close, like, and, like, lean her in. I'm like, that's, like, something she's doing at 3. I would love to hear an analysis of that from her after the game. Like, what was going on here? I don't know.
It's one of the all-time worst shots I've ever seen.
That's what I'm saying. Is it not?
Yeah.
All right.
What is worse, the half-court shot, the unguarded half-court shot by that guy, or that she gets paid to play basketball?
I think it's not even close for me. It's you're getting paid. It's like you said, the half court shot was the autistic guy sitting in row 1 that had
Hey. I don't know about autism.
He had chili cheese fries, and they're like, "Hey, you want to finish those real quick?" That's the thing you should do, Majid. Can you make a shot like mid WNBA nachos, but you got the cheese in your hands?
Ooh.
Like
helmet in one hand, ball in the other. Without spilling the nachos, too.
I think that's the move. Did you see? Let's end on another funny one because I gotta balance on something. Did you see this national anthem?
No.
You haven't seen this?
Maybe I have. You asked me about the half court shot, and I said no, and then I had seen it. So what? Who's singing? Is somebody singing the national anthem?
I think it's like it's a women's pro league game. I think there's a women's baseball or women's softball. I don't know what it was, but yeah, this was making the rounds too.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we
You seen this?
No.
watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Still there.
Jeez.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner
I don't even know what the Are those her backups? Because when it first came on, it said Martha Reeves. So does she just have two white Karens holding a microphone, sharing a microphone, doing backup singing? Also, I'm not sure it's helping. I don't know who's worse, the duo or her. Also, it feels like she's trying to talk while someone's shaking her. Like,
Let me just finish this up.
Or the land of the free and the home of the brave.
hold on a second. Is that Carl Lewis in a wig?
Okay. Martha Reeves.
In costume as Rick James from the Chappelle Show.
So
Fuck
she's
your anthem. Fuck your anthem.
She's best known. I mean, she had a
She's
career.
best known for this, if we're being totally honest with you.
As the
She's
lead
best
singer
known
of
for
the-
desecrating the United States national anthem while fucking a couple Karens are behind her.
She was the lead singer of the Motown group Martha and the Vandalias, which had several top 100 hits such as Nowhere to Run, Heat Wave, Jimmy Mack, and Dancing in the Street. She's also a former elected councilwoman in Detroit. But by the way, here's what's crazy about her. Joe, she apparently is somebody. She's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I don't know what happened.
Well, have you seen Frankie Valli lately?
Yeah, this is apparently she used to be a good singer.
I love everything about that video. Can you go back to that just one screenshot?
Yeah. What?
Can you go back to where you were just at with it? Like, can you go back to that same point?
This?
The fucking lesbian umpire saluting the flag in the back. These two women who are like, why do we have to share a microphone? And then they just want to get out of there because they have a Starbucks employee to yell at.
Oh. Dude, that ump is taking
WPBL?
it serious. That ump is taking the Women's Professional Baseball League anthem seriously.
The women's professional. There's a lot of people at this women's professional baseball league game.
It's packed.
What? What state is this in?
Good question. Where was this? It was so she's 85, this poor old woman.
We welcome Rock and Roll Hall of Fame member Martha Reeves. And in a special celebrity backup, we will have, holding her mic for Martha, Michael J. Fox.
Where was this? I'm not seeing. Wait, what? Oh no. A new video obtained by TMZ shows Reeves giving her backup singers an earful during practice.
Oh no.
She told those women that's out of tune, stopping mid-anthem. No.
During practice?
Yeah, a practice round of it. She
Maybe
called out
just
her
don't have a
backup.
I mean, they don't look like
First of all,
professional.
how did
they don't look
TMZ
like
get
professional singers.
get footage of the backup singing? Oh my
Just
god!
a random women's professional baseball.
It was the
league game.
inaugural,
Oh, okay.
but we're not
So-
watching. This is 4 minutes long.
A
I'm like,
random women's professional baseball league. Now you go into the bowels of this stadium, where the national anthem singer is practicing with her backup singers. And you're like, well, no one's going to care about this. And then out of nowhere, Pablo Torre's like, y'all practicing? I'm going to film this if that's all right.
I mean, so this just came out. This is just from a few days ago. Dude, it's wild the age we live in. This is just from a few days ago because this story came out like a week ago. So now TMZ has this. We are gonna
Come
play
on, we got it.
Oh, we got it. I found it. Okay. So this is her sitting down. Like, I don't know what this is. Let's just pull it up. TMZ has now posted this video of her with the backup singers.
That's how the two.
She goes, that's out of tune. That's unbelievable. Let me just go back real quick. She's sitting, they're standing.
That's how the two. The flag was still there. Oh, Satan, watch me wash. Words from heaven. Why you singing with me? Who's singing the same note I'm singing? Why? Backup singers. I don't think I need them.
I agree, actually.
I don't need them.
Listen.
Okay.
She's not wrong.
I think so. But I don't want to have a lead
Listen.
singing three-part harmony.
Listen, she's terrible, but they were not helping.
That's amazing.
I'm on her team. I'm on her team in this regard. If you're gonna have somebody sing a bad national anthem, just one person.
Yeah.
It looks pretty good for 85.
Black don't crack.
Yeah, I feel like she must do a lot of swimming to keep healthy because she clearly has water in her ears.
You know what's crazy to me? I would love to know how this played out. So she sings this. That video, obviously, the one I had, like, literally went viral everywhere. I'm just wondering, TMZ's like, wonder if they got anything else, right? So, like, TMZ's calling whatever ballpark this is.
No. This is some guy who was filming this who was like, oh, you think that's why I have the. That's how TMZ gets it, and not like whoever else. Because he's like, I don't know, do I go to TMZ with this?
He's just filming it, and he's like, oh, they'll give me a few bucks.
He's like, this is awful. No, he's probably just filming its awfulness, and then when the other one went viral, oh, who wants her practice video?
That's amazing.
I'm with her though. I think if your backup singers are terrible, we don't have to have layers of terrible singers.
Yeah. Fair point.
And this is coming from somebody who can't sing for shit.
Yeah. Sam, I can't sing at all. That's amazing.
That's horrible.
859-832-0478. Give a shout.
Come see a show, joeprano.com/shows. I got a show down tonight at in Del Mar, down in North County, San Diego. Bunch of shows coming up in and around Los Angeles. Getting ready to start playing in East Coast end of September, early October. So at Joe Prano on socials, joeprano.com.
That's not our boy show, is it?
What's that?
That's not our boy show, is it?
Where? In San Diego?
Yeah.
Who's our boy, Josh?
No. You know our boy.
Oh, no. Doug? You talking about Doug James?
I'm joking.
No,
I'm joking.
that's amazing. I feel like he's still doing it though.
Is he still doing it?
I gotta imagine.
Legend.
I should check in. Not with him, just like on like the internet to see.
Get a
if
pulse for me. I
that
want to know
show-
if Doug
that
James
show
is
still exists.
I want to know if he's still doing it.
I'll find out.
Amazing. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday. And as always, stay dirty.